live. Okay, live is prepared.
Okay.
So it will start soon. It's done. So now we are live on YouTube. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Vüsal.
Good evening, Sevak. I hope tonight we will have a good discussion. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for your invitation.
Thank you for accepting it and for reaching out. It's, for me, it's always important to talk and understand one another instead of just blaming or saying, you're the enemy, blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
Instead of hating. So, yeah, it's a pleasure, talking to you.
Thank you.
So maybe we should introduce each other. I can introduce myself. You can introduce yourself. Yeah. What are we up to? Would you like to start, or shall I start?
Does not matter. Maybe if you want, I can start. Say something about me.
Yeah.
Actually, my name is Vüsal from Baku, and my profession is journalist. But nowadays, I actually involved in the marketing. But as well as I have a YouTube channel where I publish videos related to political issues of the region, especially about Armenia. And this country, Armenia, is so interesting for me, but my mind is different if we compared with other Azerbaijanis, many Azerbaijanis, and I have a lot of videos related to political issues of Armenia and or political figures, and sometimes I try to do something for reaching a peace. It is so difficult for today, but I think we have to do something, because if we don't try to do something, it looks so difficult to reach peace. Firstly, we should make some conversations or discussions. It is so important to understand each other, I think.
Well, I definitely agree with you 100%. So communication, just learning to deal with each other in a civilized manner. That's the only way. Or else we will have to just war and, kill each other and destroy.
Yes.
Personally, I'm fed up with that. But before moving to that, I will introduce myself. So I'm Sevak. I am a teacher. My passion is teaching. I teach foreign languages, English, French, Hebrew. I had a Russian student, a student to whom I taught Russian, and I also teach meditation. So, teaching is my passion. That's it. I have some initiatives. For instance, I have an initiative which is called Ekam Origo, meaning one origin. Yeah. By the way, can you see me or not?
I see your picture.
You don't see me.
Not you.
Okay, I think now it works. Yeah?
Okay, good.
Okay, all right, good. So yes, Ekam Origo, for instance. Ekam is a Sanskrit word, means one. Origo, origin. So one origin. It's a regional educational initiative I want to create courses and help people learn about important topics like personal development, like philosophy, who am I, why do I live, like, this kind of very personal things, philosophical also, and also civic education, like civilized politics. This is how I would describe it. Instead of, nationalism, for instance, I am a big fan of objectivism. It's a philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah, the philosophy of objectivism. So I try to, have Azerbaijani teachers, come and talk to me, and I try to reach Azerbaijani individuals. So, building bridges between individuals, especially between young people and people who want to talk to each other. So yeah, this is it. That's it about myself. If you have questions, you're welcome.
No, actually, I don't have for now.
Cool. Cool. Okay, so we both are kind of interested in the same thing. I'm curious about learning how you maybe heard about me, and when and why did you decide, to reach me?
Okay. As I mentioned before, the country Armenia is so interesting for me, and I have different types of friends from Armenia and Armenian friends who live in the Europe or other countries, and I have good relations on social networking websites, but I'm trying to get new friends from Armenia or Armenians from other countries. And one of my friends talk about you because I have a lot of plans to do something for peace. For instance, I have some videos related to these topic, and one of my friends say that there is a person who can be interesting for you and talk something about you. And then I tried to reach you, and I sent a friend request for you to you. Then we began to talk about something, and I hope maybe we will be able to something together for peace in the near future.
Yeah, I'm all up for it. I'm ready. Like, there's a nice project. I don't know whether you've heard of Rasim Mirzayev. He's an Azerbaijani guy, a professor living in Germany.
Okay.
Have you heard of him or not?
No, no, unfortunately.
No. Okay, so he's an activist. He left Azerbaijan many years ago because of political repressions, but now he's very interested in the region. And recently he visited all the three South Caucasus republics. First, he went to Georgia, then to Azerbaijan, then to Armenia. And he had, meetings in all the three republics. And now we have this very cool project with him. Yeah, it's a peace platform. Like, I think we're going to create what's the name? Forum, peace forum. I think it will be registered officially in Georgia. So, there are these kind of interesting projects, and there should be more, much more, not just one. There should be many, many, many of them. So I will be happy, to brainstorm with you and come up with some stuff. With this, I have a question, actually. I've heard that in Azerbaijan, you have some law that prohibits Azerbaijani people talking to Armenians. Is it true or it's just false? It's not true.
Actually, I heard first time about this.
You hear it for the first time. Oh, okay.
Yes, there is no any problem because every week I talk about Armenians and Armenian political issues, and I have not faced any problems during my activity on YouTube.
Cool.
Actually, that's
so you had Armenian.
Yeah, actually, that's incorrect, and I think this kind of false information is everywhere in Armenia and in Azerbaijan, and you can find different types of false information related to Armenia and Armenian law in Azerbaijan. It is so easy because of media manipulations or this kind of things.
Okay. Thank you for the detailed answer.
Okay.
So you also had like Armenian guests before, and you had no problem with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Cool. That's great. So I think my listeners should also learn that it's a myth, because I heard this also from an Azerbaijani guy. So maybe he was he didn't know. He's not a lawyer. Yeah. So well, that's very nice to hear. Actually, in Armenia today, there is a lot of political turmoil, like this opposition.
Yes.
They are very violent. Probably you have seen what's happening in Armenia.
Yes.
Cool.
I have information related to these political issues in Armenia, and I have some questions about these political issues.
Okay, so let me finish my thought, and I will be happy to answer your questions. So the thing is, nowadays, people, some groups of people, I would say, they just get mad and crazy, and all type of disinformation is around. This guy, Rasim Mirzaev, he sent me an email from Germany a few days ago. He was worried because some Armenian opposition representative was saying that Azerbaijanis will enter Yerevan within a few days. So Rasim got very nervous because he's also for peace. He doesn't want any conflict. So it's just stupid and crazy, how nationalist people lie, and they do it consciously. Let me tell you a little personal story, if you don't mind, and then I'll answer your questions. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the thing is, I personally left my father's house a few days ago, 3 days ago, because I gave an interview to an Azerbaijani Telegram chat. My sister heard that, and she told my father that I'm saying some anti-Armenian things. Well, I'm against nationalists. I'm against this Karabakh movement, this Miatsum, yes, the unification. I think it was a disaster, and I think nationalism is bad. We should recognize the territorial integrity of our neighbors, yes. So my sister got so crazy that she thought I have Russian students, like Russian guys. The husband is my student, and he and his wife, they stay in Yerevan. They left Russia because of Putin's crazy madness. Yeah. So I took them home, and my sister, for some reason, she thought that this couple is an Azerbaijani couple. So she's a nationalist, and she's pro-Kocharian. Probably you know Robert Kocharian. Yeah, you've heard his name. So it's so crazy that my sister, they are fed with lies, and they don't know how to understand the truth and the lie. And so I kind of broke up with my family because of my sister's xenophobia and nationalism. And that's crazy. But now I'm ready to answer your questions. Yes.
Firstly, thank you for your interesting story. Yes, there are some sad story related to relationship, broken relationship between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And actually, when I was a child, I had to left my homeland because of the war. That's crazy. But now I think there are no any way. Just we have one way. This way is peace, because war is not good, and we firstly think about the lives of people, and we think about that the people live on the land, and we have to try to save them firstly, and we don't kill children or other people. That's so anti-humanitarian issue, I think, and therefore
it's very inhumane.
Of course,
very inhumane.
Yes,
I agree.
Yes, of course, and I think we have to stop this conflict. And nowadays we have good opportunities, and I think the government of the Pashinyan is so warm to this issue, and we heard some positive messages and feedbacks from Azerbaijani government, and nowadays Aliyev have a good messages for peace, and this is a good opportunity to reach in a peace, and we have a good opportunity. But my question is actually related to directly related to this topic, and unfortunately we see some activities in Armenia, in Yerevan and different cities of Armenia. Some activists opposite side try to do something to break this good relation, and especially after the Brussels meeting, they try to break good relation between Armenians and Azerbaijan's government, and but actually I think that I get good information or true information from you. What happened in Armenia today? Because we see different types of news in different types of websites, on different types of websites. Some websites write that everybody wants to stop negotiations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, but some websites write that no, there is no any problem, and there are just a few people in these activities. But it is so difficult to find through information from these websites, and I think you can give through information related to these issues.
Okay. So my point of view is that there is a certain political group involved. Again, Robert Kocharyan. Yeah, he's a former president, one of the presidents of the Republic of Armenia. He's originally from Nagorno-Karabakh.
Yes.
We call him, there are a few presidents from Karabakh. We call them the Karabakh clan. Yeah, the Karabakh clan.
Yeah, I know.
And they are hated by the people. Like the people of Armenia hate them because for 30 years, this Nagorno-Karabakh clan, well, the first president, Levon Ter-Petrosyan, is not considered, you know, as a Nagorno-Karabakh clan representative, but he was, you know, Karabakh movement representative. So for me, it's all the same. They lied to us. They robbed Armenia. Armenia was getting poorer and poorer and weaker. People left Armenia. For me, as an individual, as an objectivist, as a, well, I think of myself as a conscious and thinking human being. I'm not racist, so this is why it's also a big loss for me, you know, to like the fact that a few 100,000 Azerbaijanis had to leave Armenia. It's a big human loss as well. For some reason, nowadays, nobody's talking about this, but I think it's, first of all, it's a human issue of human individual beings. And also it's a humanitarian issue. You know, as an objectivist, the center of my political worldview, my political worldview is centered around the human being, the individual, not a group. I don't consider myself a Christian, and I'm not saying only Christians should live in Armenia, yeah? And I don't have a strong ethnic identity or national identity. I'm not saying Armenia is only for Armenians. So for me, an Armenian, a Christian, an atheist, an Azerbaijani, all of them are equal as human beings. So today, what's happening in Yerevan is that this Karabakh clan wants to return with their KGB, like KGB, how to call them, servants, I'd say, like people who work, in my understanding, with Russians, with KGB. We see the Z signs during their protests, by the way, which is insane, which is crazy. To me, it's like walking with a fascist swastika, you know? It's insane. But they are doing it because they are pro-Russian. So they are pro-violence. They are pro-racism. Fortunately, I think only a few hundred people participate in all of this. Not even like thousands of people, in my understanding. Of course, I'm not monitoring them, all of their actions. Yeah, I'm just watching the news. So my understanding is it's an active group of a few hundred people, which are well paid, by the way, by this Kocharian and his clan. And you should understand that a big number of people that go out today, they have their own interests. Like they work for Robert Kocharian, for instance. They have big businesses. And if you work for this man, you have to obey him. Yeah, he's an oligarch. He took away the businesses of people. There are criminal cases, you know, like court cases against these Karabakh clan representatives. So I believe that this movement will fail. I think they will not be able to get back to power because they don't have this popular support. Again, I'm saying that even in my family, my sister and my brother, they are pro-Kocharian people. So there are people who support him, but I don't see this same massive movements. Like in 2018, we all would go out because we wanted change. Now we know that it's not change. It's the old regime that wants to come back and to kill, to rob. You know, 2 days ago, they attacked a guy in Yerevan, the head of Antares, publishing house. Armen, I think. I'm not sure of his name. I will send you the link. But this guy was attacked in the center of Yerevan by those oppositioners. You know, I'm even using this sign because they are not real oppositioners. You know, it's a political group, very violent, very aggressive. They don't bring anything new. It's the same old talk about revenge, about killing, about getting back our father's lands. And a lot of people are tired. They are fed up with that. So I think it will fail. I think it's just a campaign which is paid by, this Kocharian and his clan. So that's it.
Okay, that's good, I think, because as I mentioned, we have a good opportunities for do something, and I think in the near future we see some positive activity between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And actually, I would like to know something related to Armenian people's mind. Are people of Armenia ready to the peace with Azerbaijan? Armenian people are and wants to everybody in Armenia wants to do something with Azerbaijan, for instance, some projects or some maybe some projects in the energy field, maybe because Azerbaijan have and Azerbaijan can how to say, can give some good projects how and maybe Azerbaijan have a good projects with Georgia, and we can do something like this with Armenia. And it is so difficult to find through information related to this topic, and I would like to hear something mind of Armenian people related to this issue. Armenian people ready to do something, this kind of projects with Azerbaijan?
Personally, I'm an optimist, but I want to be a realist also.
Yes.
And I am ready. Personally, I am ready. But I understand that a lot of people are not. Yes. For 30 years, like, we were brainwashed. Like Dashnaks, Republicans, these conservative forces did everything to destroy, the friendship that friendship and cooperation that existed between Armenia and Azerbaijan for 70 years. We had Azerbaijani singers come to Yerevan and give concerts. Armenians would come to Azerbaijan and give concerts, etc. But unfortunately, there is a lot of hate. There is a lot of xenophobia. So we need to educate people a lot. There is, you are talking about activities, yes? So I think, first of all, we need educational and media campaigns and activities, like a lot of information. So that Armenians learn about Azerbaijan and Azerbaijanis learn about Armenia. For me, it's a huge problem that military people who rob and kill, are considered heroes. I speak of Armenian also heroes, yeah? Unfortunately, I see them, in Yerevan, in Armenia, and it's a problem for me because they just killed and dropped. Like we see what Russians are doing in Ukraine today, this kind of liberation. Yeah.
Yes.
So any liberator of any nation does that, and the Armenians are no exception. Like we did that kind of stuff to Azerbaijanis too. There is a writer, an Armenian writer, Kardashonik. Have you heard of him?
No, actually, I don't.
Kardashonik.
No.
Okay, so he's an American Armenian. So Onik Kardash, he's an American Armenian who lived in Shushi or Shusha for a while. And he describes in his book all the terrible things that he saw in Shusha or Shushi that Armenians did to this town, like how they destroyed mosques, how they stole the things from the houses of the Azerbaijanis, etc. So these kind of robbers shouldn't be heroes. Garagin Najde and Monte or these kind of people shouldn't be heroes. This is my personal idea. Most of Armenians disagree with me. Yeah. So I'm a traitor. And my sister, this is what she told to my father, that I'm a traitor. I say negative things about Armenia, there's Armenians. So the population is not fully ready. On the other hand, there is some hope. I hear it when people talk. They say when this conflict with Nagorno-Karabakh is solved, things will get better. When trade becomes more active, like between Armenia and Turkey especially. But if we want good relations with Turkey, we need good relations with Azerbaijan too, because Turkey and Azerbaijan are very good allies. Yes. So I think over time, people will understand this. So no, not everyone wants, active friendship. Unfortunately, I will be very honest. I think even the Armenian government, they have to agree to many things because they are forced. It's not their wish. They just are forced with military force from Azerbaijan. Maybe Nikol Pashinyan, he's also, this Karabakh clan representative. Maybe he wouldn't, like to talk about solving the Nagorno-Karabakh problem. He would say that Karabakh is Armenia. Yeah, Nikol Pashinyan said it.
Yes,
a while ago. So a lot of people and a lot of people in government, they understand that if they do not establish real peace, things will get worse. So this time, not Shusha, or not other cities will be bombed. Yerevan will be bombed this time if there is new war. Yes. So there are some reasonable people who understand it, and they try to accept peace. Yeah. So we need to educate and we need to talk a lot. That's it.
Yes. Thank you. And I think, firstly, we try to do something in the educational level, because you say that as you mentioned, the brains were washed a few years ago, and it is so difficult to solve this problem without participating everybody. And the nation of Azerbaijan and Armenia have to accept this case and try to solve or fix this problem, because we don't have any way. And I hope that we will be able to how to say, neutralizing or external factors such as Russia or others, because I think directly connection or yes, because connection without any factors, any participants, directly connection is better, and we can solve this problem talking each other without
talking
any participation. Yes, and I think it can be easy with this way, and I hope in the near future I will be able to visit to Yerevan and see you in real life, and I can and of course I want to see you in Baku, and
yeah, I'd like that.
It will be better. And I think everybody can understand it, and we will be able to solve this problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. So this is why we need to, as a journalist, you're a journalist, right?
Yes, my profession is, but now I'm working in marketing field.
Okay. Yeah. I told you about my initiative, Ecam Origo. Yes. I will be happy to invite you as a lecturer. Like, again, we can do this kind of a series of lives. You can talk about journalism, you can talk about marketing. Just share your experience, your knowledge, give mini lessons if you'd like to. I think this is, educational activity. So yes. I think we need to do a lot of this. So you're welcome, and we'll stay in touch. Yeah, we can discuss this possibility. Okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Yep. Great. Do you have any other questions, or should we wrap up?
No, actually, I don't have.
Okay. It was very nice chatting with you. Especially today when we have crazy people shouting, yelling, this kind of civilized talk is very positive. It's very human, So thank you so much.
We need this kind of activities.
Yes,
we really need to. Yes.
I'm giving you a high five.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. See you. Have a great evening.